Why is losing weight over 50 so difficult? Hi everybody, it's Cathy. Welcome to my channel. Losing weight over 50 is hard. I remember when I was in my 20s, I could lose 5 pounds in a week. Now it seems to take me a month to lose 5 pounds, and it's really frustrating and it's annoying. And it's difficult when you're doing it online all by yourself. So that was part of the reason why I wanted to do this video. Pre-pandemic, I had lost 10 pounds on Weight Watchers. I was following Weight Watchers, the green plan. And then the pandemic hit and well, everything just went out the window. So a few weeks ago, I decided that I was going to make myself a priority once again, and I started following Weight Watchers again. So I thought that I would make this video, and you don't have to be following Weight Watchers, you can be following any plan, but if you just wanted like some support, I thought it was a way for us to support one another. I decided to go with Weight Watchers because I'm familiar with the program, it's worked for me in the past, and I need a little bit of structure but also a lot of flexibility, and I found that that plan allows me to have both. The thing that I like about it is if I decide, you know, I want to eat out in a restaurant, I can plan for it, and I can use some of the extra points. But this video is not really about explaining how Weight Watchers works. It's just a video where I wanted to share my experience of losing weight with you, and I thought if I could help somebody else and support you along the way, because I enjoy helping people. So if you are interested in seeing a weight loss series like on a regular basis, let me know in the comments. If nobody's interested, then I'm not going to bother doing it. I do believe that some people will say that you're interested because it's nice to have some support. So I actually just completed my first week following the Weight Watchers Green Plan, and I lost 1.5 pounds. I know that's a great weight loss because the recommended weight loss for anybody is 1 to 2 pounds a week. But I'm always disappointed whenever I see like a number under 2 or 3 pounds. And I don't know where that comes from. I guess I just feel that I worked so darn hard to lose the weight that I was hoping for a greater loss. And I am my own worst critic. So I'm really trying hard to embrace any weight loss, because at this point, any weight loss is a good thing. I'm gonna be 53 next month, and it's hard. I never used to get cravings at night, like to eat chips or anything like that. I was never really a salt person, but lately it's like all I'm craving is like salty things and sugary things. And it's hard. I think part of it is boredom, part of it is stress, and part of it is hormones. I haven't went through menopause yet, and I hear that it's really difficult to lose weight on the other side of menopause. So that's why I really want to focus and try real hard to lose the weight before I go through menopause. And I want to do it realistically. But by that I mean I want to eat a way that I can continue eating in the future, and exercise a way that I can continue on in the future, because I get bored very easily. And for me to join a gym, I'm just throwing my money away. I like to get outside and walk, and that's why it's nice to have the nice weather, because I can do that. I used to have a treadmill and I sold it because all it did was collect dust. Because for me, I can go on a treadmill and after 5 minutes I'm bored, I shut it off. Whereas if I leave my house, if I want to come back home, I have to move my butt to get home. So that's a little bit of motivation and a little trick that I use just to keep myself, you know, getting my steps in for the day. And I was really proud of myself because yesterday I haven't exercised in a lot of years really. I used to walk 10 miles a day, believe it or not. Like when I was around 30, I was working full-time on the farm. So that was, you know, manual work. But I would go for a walk after my morning chores. I would go for a 2.5 mile walk. After lunch, I would do a 4-mile walk. And then after dinner time, after we had done the evening chores, I would go for another 2.5 mile walk. My legs have never been in such good shape as when I walked. I don't know how I managed to walk, and I did that every day like for a whole summer. I don't know where I found the motivation, because I wish I could muster up some of it now, because it seems to have gone away. But I suppose part of that is age, and part of it is just being, you know, lazy for the last few years. So I'm trying to at least get one walk in a day. And it doesn't have to be a big walk. I tell myself I have to move for 30 minutes. And it doesn't matter if I'm like out of breath or it's just a leisurely walk, at least I'm moving. And then I can, you know, pump up the pace as I get more fit. I also recently bought myself one of those aerobic steps. I used to love doing step aerobics when I was younger. So I bought myself an aerobic step and a DVD, and I'm going to start doing that when it's really humid because it's cool in the basement. So that'll keep me motivated. But I know right now, like if I tried to do that, I'd probably have a heart attack, because I haven't done cardio in such a long time, and I feel like I'm really out of shape. So I want to work at that, but I'm going to work at it at a pace that is not going to overwhelm me and discourage me. But I believe at this point in time, if I do any exercise, it's a benefit. So I want to start slowly so I don't hurt myself, but also I want to keep motivating myself, because like I said, I am my own worst critic. I can be very negative towards myself whenever I feel I haven't done something right. And I've always been like that, and it's something that I need to work on. Like I said, I lost 1.5 pounds in the first week. So I'm hoping for the same amount or better for next week. I do track everything on the app. And some of the things that I like to do to keep myself motivated is every breakfast I always eat the same thing, because I'm really not an energetic person when I first get up in the morning. For years I got up like really early to go milk cows. So now whenever I get up, I don't drink coffee or tea. I like to just have a quiet hour to myself before I do anything, and then that's my coffee time. Then I will have the same thing every day, and I've actually shared the recipe on my channel, and it's a Greek yogurt parfait that I eat every morning. I don't do the non-fat or the plain Greek yogurt. I have tried it. I don't like the taste, so I use the vanilla, and I forget the measurements, but it's in my video. But I use the vanilla Greek yogurt, so I spend the points for that. Then I put blueberries and raspberries, and then I put a little bit of granola. Granola that I use is by Nature Valley, and it has a lot of protein in it. And if I eat that, say about 8 in the morning, that really keeps me full until we have our lunch at noon hour. I'm a sugar addict. I always have been. Whenever I was a kid, my reward was, here's 25 cents, go to the corner store and get yourself some 1-cent candies. Remember those days? Probably 25 cents wouldn't even buy one candy today. But I think that kind of created a sugar addiction for me, and I've always dealt with that throughout my adult life. So I'm trying to find ways that I can still have something sweet. It's not going to cost me any points, or it's going to cost me minimal points. So a trick that I've been doing is, I love red seedless grapes. So I will wash them and I'll keep them in the fridge. And then whenever I get that craving that I want something sweet, I'll just grab a handful of grapes. There's 0 points on the green plan, and they're cold, and when they get cold, they're a little crunchy. And to me, it just takes away the sweet craving. So that's one way for me to satisfy my sweet tooth and, you know, not go have a chocolate bar or something. And I really have to be mindful not to bring those things into the house, because right now I don't have the willpower to say no to them. And if I know they're in the house, I'm gonna eat them, and I'm not just gonna eat one, I'm gonna eat a bunch of them. That's just how I am. But hopefully I can get that self-control as I start to see positive results, because for me, whenever I see myself looking thinner, my clothes feeling better, or even my cardio getting better, and I'm not so out of breath whenever I'm doing my walking, that is motivation. So I just need to get over, I think, that little hump where I start to see a change in my body, and then that actually acts as motivation for me to, you know, to stay away from the sweets and stuff. Plus also, if I'm not eating them, I think I kind of detox from them. But I think that takes a good 6 to 8 weeks just to, you know, get it out of my head and get it out of my system. Another thing that I do in the afternoon, I'll usually have an orange or some of those little clementine oranges. I rarely use salt. I don't like the taste of anything salty. But in the last while, it must be hormonal, I am craving salt. So what I'll do is I will put just a tiny little bit of salt over my orange, or even I'll cut up an apple and do the same with the apple. You get that little salt taste with the sour, and it's good. And I mean, oranges and apples, I can eat as many as I like. They're free. So that's another tip that I help to use to get over craving something that's salty. I'm really not interested in keto. For me, I could never do that program because I feel that there's just too much tracking with all the macros and stuff, and I've never really looked into it. It doesn't interest me. But I do try to eat low carb. But you know, if I want a hamburger, I'm gonna have the hamburger with the bun. I plan out for it. If I have a choice between a healthy salad or say something loaded with carbs, I'm trying to go now towards the healthy salad. But bread for me has never really been an issue unless it's homemade bread. But I mean, I can buy a loaf of bread and it can sit on the counter and we end up throwing it out because we're not really bread people. And in a way, I'm sort of doing intermittent fasting because I try not to eat past 7 p.m. I only have breakfast around 8 or 8:30. So, you know, I go for 12, 13 hours without eating. So that's sort of intermittent fasting to me in a way. But like I said, I'm just trying to do my best in a way that I can live my life and enjoy my life in a way where I don't feel deprived, because if I feel deprived, I know I'm just gonna like blow everything. If I feel like going to McDonald's and having a hamburger, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. But what I've been doing is instead of having the Big Mac, I'll have, say, the kids' cheeseburger. I still get to have a treat, but it's a lot less calories, right? So I just wanted to share this with you and see if there was any interest from anybody. And if there's enough interest, I will try to do a weekly weight loss video. That'll probably go up on Saturdays because my other regular videos, I try to put up my beauty videos on Sunday and a Wednesday, but there probably won't be one this Sunday because it's a long weekend in Canada and I just want to spend time with my family. And if nobody's interested, then I won't bother putting up a video. I had set a goal. I wanted to lose 10 pounds by my birthday. But I've calculated if I lose 1.5 pounds a week, I can lose 9 pounds. So I won't quite get to 10, but let's hope I get to 5. But I guess any loss I should really celebrate. It's an accomplishment, but man, oh man, a lot of work goes into losing 1 pound. It seems like 1 pound can go on overnight, but to take it off, it takes so much effort. So if you enjoyed my video, I hope that you will subscribe. Let me know in the comment sections if you're trying to lose weight or if you have any weight loss tips. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.